Hey guys, well, I will be the first one to tell you that I have definitely not thought highly of my exes in any way. Anyone that knows me definitely knows that. Um, I know after a breakup, nothing seems like it was right or any of it was justified or the actions, no matter what happened, if it was really bad or if it just fell apart. For any reason, it doesn't seem fun. And after all the crying and listening to sad songs and a pint of ice cream and more crying and then getting new clothes and working out, then usually after at some point you can realize what you learned from it and maybe what wasn't right since the beginning that you didn't know or that you ignored. So I want to share with you 7 things that I've learned from relationships in general. So number 1, the first relationship that I've had, I learned that long distance relationships are no easy feat. I remember the first guy that was my first ever boyfriend, it was a long distance relationship, and it was never. I thought that, in my mind at that point, I was like, it would be fine. It's easy. Like, we can make it work. And I had this total mindset because I'd never dated a guy before. I was just I loved him so much, and I wanted that to work. And really, and he would be against it just because it was just so hard. But I think after it, and after everything happened, I think I realized that it's a lot of work. And I'm not saying that it can't work, that people can have long distance relationships, but I think you really have to realize how much of a toll it can take on you emotionally, and you definitely have to make sure that you have things set and worked out with one another in order for that to work. I think it's the most important thing. Number 2 that I learned from him also was, don't ever make someone your only reason for your happiness. I think the thing with first is that you make someone almost everything to you. At least a lot of us do sometimes. That he was my only reason for being happy, and once he did something wrong or he was gone, I wasn't happy. And that's the scariest feeling when you realize it in the end, because it's like I put so much, my entire life became this person. And if you do that, you have to realize that, and you should usually after that, that's not healthy, and no one should ever be everything to you. Everyone says you want someone to be your everything, but no one should ever be everything to you, because if you lose that, then you have nothing. So I think that's one thing to remember. Number 3, that love should never hurt, physically or emotionally. It shouldn't. That's the main important thing. No, don't let anyone ever hurt you in any way that disrespects you or physically hurts you, because no one deserves to be treated like that, bottom line. Number 4, to stand up for yourself always. People, we let things slide when we date people, and we're just like, oh, that's okay, but don't forget who you are and what you stand for and what you want, and don't let people walk all over you and just treat you however they think fit. So just always stand up for yourself, because if you don't, then you're just gonna get lost in that, and you'll really regret that. Number 5, don't settle for anyone who doesn't accept you for who you are fully. If someone doesn't love you and accept you for who you are, how you talk, how you dress, what you do, friend or boyfriend, that's not someone that you want to be around or be with, because if someone can't, love is accepting someone, I think, in all senses, and even loving the things that you may not like so much about them. So just don't ever change yourself to be with someone, I think would be a good thing to add along with that. Number 6, I learned, is patience, and you don't always have to rush into things. I know people we want relationships to work out so quickly and well sometimes, and we get excited, and believe me, I know that I've done this. I am the king of that. But I think one of the things I did learn from a relationship is it's okay. Patience can pay off, and even if it doesn't, you learn something from it, and you learn how to carry that into a new relationship, so you don't get as burnt out next time around if that happens. And number 7, I think that I've learned is that if someone want to spend time with you enough, they'll make time for you no matter how busy they are. I know people are busy. I've heard the excuse so many times. I'm busy. I'm so sorry. I'm busy. And I get it. Everyone has their own things to do in their lives. But if someone really wants to spend time with you or cares about you, they're gonna make time. That's my motto. If I like you, and if I'm your friend, your boyfriend, I'm gonna make time for you if you mean something to me. So those are just a couple things that I have to share. Those are what I've learned. I know it's, like I said, I know in the beginning it's never easy, and no one really sees it that way right then and there. I mean, it's even hard for me to apply those things sometimes, but it's okay, and it can be good, and those are things to remember. And if I can help anyone with that, to realize it sooner than later, that's a great feeling. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope you have a great weekend. I'll talk to you later. Bye.